There's another group coming back on from behind now. I'd love to know who's in there. Quinn Simmons needs to be counted as one of the fastest finishers in here too, though. The Entomarche Wanty riders. I wonder whether Hayes van Hoeken is in here. Have to keep a close eye on them. I've got a feeling that in the middle of this bubble here, there's probably one or two riders hiding. I'm not even mentioned just yet, who might just pop up and win this one. We will see. RKB Hotels have good numbers, and I wonder if David Decker is in there. I think he is. Look for the number 13. No, I can see every one of their numbers except 13. Got Mathis Louvel at the back. Now, he's pretty quick come to finish as well. Pseudo quick step. Martin Zverchek trying to get back into the line there alongside Mick van Dijk. It does look like Mick van Dijk now is alone up there in the yellow jersey of Visma Lease bike. He must know he's one of the fastest riders in there. And Stefan Bissiger. Right, we'll add him to my list of fast finishers we need to look out for too, because Stefan Bissiger is definitely one of the better sprinters in this field. Watch out for the pink jersey of EF Education Easy Post. And Tim Wellens with his tongue out, still following the moves. Tim Wellens going off the front as well, following this little move from one of the decathlon riders. Being closed down by Arkea B&B. Watch out for Quinn Simmons. Quinn Simmons has Stefan Bissiger alongside him. I think the blue jersey's back there. I'm pretty certain I've just seen Ethan Vernon. He is there. Ethan Vernon is right in the middle of this group. Double stage winner. Watch out for Ethan Vernon because he's there. Quinn Simmons starts to go as well. He's got Nathaniel Tespassion on his wheel. Quinn Simmons is going early. This is the finishing straight. Look out for, I think it's Marijn Vandenberg in there actually. Straight down the middle, it's going to be Arkea B&B who are right in the middle of this shot. Watch out also for Brutamesso. I think, has just taken the final stage. Once again, looks to me like Govakar and Brutamesso go 1-2, and actually it's Govakar. It's Matej Govakar, the Slovenian, who believes he's taken the final stage win in the sun, in the afternoon sun in Nanning, the capital of Guangxi. It was so close between actually Brutamesso and Govakar. Matej Govakar looking like he has won the final stage here, as he won, if I remember correctly, the final stage of the Tour of Britain as well, if I'm not mistaken, where I was down on the ground. Bahrain victorious. Those two have been sprinting so well, so close together all week, looking like the 24-year-old Slovenian Matej Govakar has won the final stage, and that will mean that Lennart van Eetvelt, after all that, has come home as the victor of the Tour of Guangxi. Now I'll look it up and see if I can remember that correctly. But pretty certain it was Govakar, wasn't it, that won the final stage of the Tour of Britain? Yes, it was, in Felixstowe. And there's Lennart van Eetvelt. Brutamesso had been a little bit quicker than Govakar this week, I thought, in the sprint, so I thought it might be him coming through, but the two of them actually very close together. I will confirm the finish for you once we get that top 10 together. Govakar getting his teammates together as well, and it was Rob Stannard with the number 35 on his back who was up there. See where he finished. And then Van Eetvelt necking a big bottle of water and pours it over his head, of course, as well. Let's watch that finish again. And it was Victor Lafay. He'd put his sunglasses back on. It was Victor Lafay who went first. Tim Wellens down the outside. Quinn Simmons looking powerful, followed by Nathaniel Tespassion, the Eritrean road race champion. And then it was Marijn Vandenberg down the right-hand side of the road as well. Mathis Louvel in the middle, and then came Govakar. Matej Govakar, once he led, didn't cede either. And it was actually Rob Stannard who finished just behind him, I think in second by the looks of it. And Joe Blackmore coming through. Joe Blackmore there in fourth or fifth with, with a little wheelie on the line. Nice one, Joe. Well, Stander Wolf was also right up there too. Stander Wolf, who might well have been chasing the bonus seconds on the line as well. I'm also not sure that I haven't just seen as well Max Canter. I think Max Canter was in that top 5 there, so there were more sprinters who'd come back in late on. Pretty certain that was Canter, I could see. Boxed in the middle of that big group. It was a big group in the end, wasn't it? I was calling it a breakaway at one point, but we're now calling that, I think we can safely say that was a reduced bunch sprint, but still quite a big bunch. Here it was from the front again. Quinn Simmons down the middle, the former American road race champion. And then Marijn van den Berg, who kept himself well hidden. I'm sure Bissiger was in there too. He is. Bissiger's further back down that group. Marijn van den Berg on the left with a brilliant opportunity at the stage win today. But Mateusz Govakar just winding it up in the middle of the shot. Bosh. He and Rob Stannard, I think, first and second there by the looks of it. And there was Joe Blackmore coming in between Marijn van den Berg and Stan de Wolf, popping his little wheelie on the line. Rune Herregod's just behind them, and that is Max Canter right in the middle of the group there in the light bluey green of the Astana Kazakhstan team. Should be able to get the graphic up on screen, I suspect, in just a moment to confirm the result for you. We might be pausing this one on the line. Let's have a look at it. Mateusz Govakar, the Slovenian. Wouldn't you know it? Another Slovenian winner in this year of big Slovenian winners. And it does look like Marijn van den Berg taking second on the line there. And Rob Stannard third. So Bahrain victorious with first and third. Joe Blackmore in fourth, reminding everyone just how well he can sprint as well as climb. Winner of the Tour de l'Avenir this year, of course, Blackmore. Matti Sluvel in fifth, the Arkea B&B man. There was that late move again from Victor Lafay. King of the late move. Trouble is he takes one of the super kings of the late move, Tim Wellens, with him. There's a powerful late two-up attack, eh? Victor Lafay and Tim Wellens using all of their experience and timing at just the right time. I think Lafay at that point looking to see if Wellens would relay with him. Doesn't though, he's actually riding him off his wheel. This is how good Victor Lafay is in the late stages of races, doing moves like that. He's actually riding Tim Wellens, of all people, off his wheel as he does this. And Wellens can't get on him. He did get on him, but then Lafay went again when he saw that Wellens was not going to go through. Wellens then starts, but he's effectively starting his lead out too. And then we saw Simmons go down the middle. Tesfacion again, snappy, isn't he? In that smaller gear, off the back wheel of Quinn Simmons. That was the lead out, Simmons leading out Tesfacion. And then came Govakar down the middle. Stannard looks really good this week, but between them, Govakar the fastest, definitely. Dare I say it, opportunity missed there for Marijn van den Berg in that slightly reduced group. And Leonard Taminio there as well. I'm picking up new riders, the likes of Taminio and Max Canter, that weren't at the front. So actually there were far more of the sprinters in there than I'd realised. There he is confirmed for you, the top 10. Mateusz Govakar, the winner, ahead of Marijn van den Berg. I'm going to see if I can read it before I get it. We lose it this time. Rob Stannard, Joe Blackmore, Matti Sluvel, Stan de Wolf, Natnio Tesfacion, Martin Svercek, Alex Bodan and Rune Herregods. I'm happy with that. It's the first day this week where I've managed to get through the top 10 before the graphic goes. And there's 11th down to 20th. Artem Schmidt with that brilliant late attack, the American rider for Ineos Grenadiers. Brought back in, though, and finishing in 20th place. Oscar Onley in the white jersey, looking like he didn't quite have the legs to do the damage that we know that he can do on the Kingsu Mountain today. In fact, unable to go quite with the move of the others who were attacking, Lennart van Eekbelt, who did go with them. Thankfully for Onley, the race didn't completely crack open at that point. Pavel Sivakov was good today, though, the French rider for UAE Team Emirates. He was on the attack multiple times in the last lap as well. And that's it, folks. Can you believe it? Just like that, that is the last UCI Men's World Tour race of the year. I take my hat off you. If you've been with us all season this year, as I know many of you have, this was the moment where we saw Rudi Selig and Gorka Izagirre saying goodbye to their professional cycling careers. We take our hats off to them as well after two brilliant careers. Lilian Calmejean likewise announcing this week that he is ending his racing career here at the end of this season. But what a cracking 6 days of racing. I have really enjoyed bringing it to you. I particularly had a little look back across the whole season, not least because I started the season with you at the Tour Down Under along with Adam Blythe. And here we are on the final day of the men's UCI World Tour, bringing you the last stage of the Tour of Guangxi. It's been very much my pleasure. Two vastly different races of a similar length course. Beautiful scenes in China, absolutely stunning in the cherry orchards and the botanical gardens of Nanning, the capital of Guangxi. And in the end, a brilliant final winner, and a deserved one, in the team of Bahrain victorious after the week they've had where they've been so close to it on so many occasions. There was the moment, the final dispatch of the last of the riders, and Matthias Gobakart coming through to take the win. Lennart van Eetvelt takes the win overall, and we'll see what next season holds for the super talented young Belgian. Make sure you join us on the road for that. But in the meantime, from me, Jez Cox, thank you for your company all the way through this year's UCI World Tour. And until next year back on the road, I'll say goodbye.
ዝመት ዓመት ብሰላም ብጥዕና ጽቡቕ ዕድል ንምንየሎም ንኤርትራውያን ተኸታተልትና ሰሰናዩ